Okay, our topic for today is measures of variability of group data, how to find the variance and standard deviation. Hopefully, we can finish this one. We can finish the variance and also the standard deviation. So same objective or learning objective. Illustrate the measures of variability. We're done. We're done. Calculate the measures of variability of group data. We're done sa range. But today, we will focus on variance of measures of variability of group data. Okay, so um, measures of variability, it refers to the spread of the values about the mean. These are important quantities used by statisticians in evaluation. So last Sunday, so we discussed about the range of group data. So the range is the simplest measures of variability. To get the range, okay, the formula is upper class boundary of the highest interval minus lower class boundary of the lowest interval. So I discussed how to get the range in two different formula or different method. The other one is this one is the upper class boundary of the highest interval minus lower class boundary of the lowest interval. If you get the upper class limit, just add 0.5. Then to get the lower class boundary, you need to get the lower class limit, then minus 0.5. Then after that, you need to subtract it, you will get the range. And the other one, the other method, the simplest method, you need to get the upper class limit minus the lower class limit, then subtract it, then plus 1, right? So this is the example for range, okay? This course in second periodical test of faith in mathematics 1. So this is the procedure. Okay, the highest interval or the upper class limit of the highest interval is 50. So to get the upper class boundary of the highest interval, you need to add 0.5. It will become 50.5. The lower class limit of the lowest interval, that is 21. So to get the lower class boundary of the lowest interval, you need to subtract 0.5. It will become 20.5. So then to get the range, you need to subtract it. So 50.5 minus 20.5, you will get this the answer 30 for your range. Okay, so same example, same data. Okay, group of data that we will use for the to find the variance. Okay, so when we say variance is the average of the square deviation from the mean. For large quantities, the variance is computed using frequency distribution with columns. It means we will add more columns for the midpoint value, the product of the frequency, and midpoint value for each interval, the deviation and its square, and the product of the frequency and the squared deviation. So we have, this is the formula for the variance of a group data. The O squared, that is the variance, the symbol for variance. Then F is the class frequency that is given. Okay, the capital X is your class mark or the midpoint. Then X bar, that is your class mean. Then this one is like E and F, that is the total number of frequency or the sum of your frequency. So this is the formula for the variance. Okay, so this is the procedure how to get the variance. Okay, so step by step we will do that. Okay, so later on I will explain that. So let us have an example to easily understand how to use it, yung step na yan. Okay, so this is the example. Find the variance of the given data set. Our data set is course in second periodical test of grade 1 faith in mathematics 1. So scores, okay, 46 to 50, 41 to 45, 36 to 40, 31 to 35, 26 to 30, 21 to 25. The frequency, 1, 10, 10, 16, 9, 4. So step number one, you need to prepare a frequency distribution with appropriate class intervals and write the corresponding frequency. So just copy the given data. So the scores, okay, then the frequency. Then look, the I. Nakikita nyo si I? I is for the width, right? How to get the width? Okay, so look to your class interval. Your class width, that is your I. So 46 to 50, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. It means 5, right? 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 5 then. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So 5. It means your class width is 5. So on and so forth. Then to get the sum of frequency, you need to add all 1 plus 10 plus 10 plus 16 plus 9 plus 4 equals 50. We will proceed to step number 2. Okay, step number 2, you need to get the midpoint of each class interval in column 2. This is your class interval, ha? This one, each class interval. So how to get the midpoint of your class interval? You need to add the lower boundary and the upper class boundary, then divide by 2. So, for example, 46 plus 50 will become 96, right? Then divide by 2. Divide by 2. The answer is 48. Then do the second one, the third one, the fourth one, fifth one, and the sixth one. So you need to add another column. Class mark or midpoint. Okay? So 46 plus 50 divide 2, that is it will become 48. 41 plus 45 divide 2, it will become 43. 36 plus 40 divide 2, it will become 38. 31 plus 35 divide 2, we will get 33. 26 plus 30 divide 2, you will get 28. 21 plus 25 divide 2, you will get 23. Did you get it? Is it clear? Okay. So step number 3, you need to multiply frequency and midpoint or your class mark of each class interval to get the frequency times x. You need to add another column. Okay, this one. Okay, you need to add another column. It means frequency times your class mark. So how to get it? 1 times 48. 10 times 43, 430. 10 times 38, 380. 16 times 33, 528. 9 times 28, 252. 4 times 23, 92. Okay? You get it? How to find the frequency times midpoint. So add C and your midpoint. Then step number 4. Okay, add the frequency times midpoint. Add all to get this one. This one. Add 48 plus 430 plus 30 plus 380 plus 528 plus 252 plus 92. If you will add it, you will get 1730. That is your sum of frequency times midpoint. Okay, step number 5. So you need to compute the mean using this formula. Sum of frequency times midpoint over sum of the frequency. How to get it? So just substitute your 1,730, that is in numerator, then 50, the sum of your frequency. 1,730 divide 50, it will become 34.6 or 34.60. Same with 34.6. Okay, that is step number 5. You need to compute the mean. Okay, so we will proceed on step number 6. Okay, step number 6. Okay, calculate the deviation. Your x is your class or your class mark or midpoint minus mean or your x bar by subtracting the mean from each midpoint. So again, you need to add another column. Okay, midpoint minus mean. Sir, how you will do that? Okay, so look to your class mark. This is your class mark, right? And this is your mean, the 34.6. Excuse me. So 48 minus 34.6, the answer is 13.4. 43 minus 34.6, it will become 8.4. 38 minus 34.6, it will become 3.4. 33 minus 34.6, it will become negative 1.6. Sir, possible we have an answer, the negative sign? Yes. So 34.6, negative 6.6. 23 minus 34.6, the answer is negative 11.6. Okay, did you get it? How to get this one? The calculate the deviation. The x minus x bar. You need to subtract class mark and your mean. Or step number 7. Step number 7. Okay, square the division of each interval to get x minus x bar or midpoint minus mean. So you need to square it. Once you squared it, what you will do? You need to multiply it by itself. So you need add another column for midpoint minus mean squared. So how to get it? Okay, so look to this one, to your x minus x bar. Walang squared. Okay, to get the squared x minus mean squared, just multiply 13 minus 4, 13 rather, 13.4 times 13.4, the answer is 179.56. 8.4 times 8.4, the answer is 70.56. 3.4 times 3.4, the answer is 11.56. Negative 1.6 times negative 1.6, the answer is 2.56. Negative 6.6 times negative 6.6, the answer is 43.56. Negative 11.6 times negative 11.6, the answer is 134.56. Do you get it? Okay, step number 8. Step number 8, you need to multiply frequency. Okay, you need to multiply your frequency and your x minus x by x bar squared. Okay, so you need to multiply it. So you need to add another column. This one. So 1. So 1 times 179.56, the answer is 179.56. 10 times 70.56, the answer is 705.6. 10 times 11.56, the answer is 115.6. 16 times 2.56, the answer is 40.96. 9 times 53.56, the answer is 392.4.04. Then 4 times 134.56, the answer is 538.24. After that, after you get this one, you need to add all to get the sum. Okay? So 179.56 plus 705.6 plus 115.6 plus 40.96 plus 392.04 plus 538.24. So you need to add all. So the sum of frequency times x minus x bar squared, the answer is 1972. Okay? So step number 9, you need to calculate. Okay, you need to calculate the variance using the formula. This is the formula for the variance on the right side. Okay, your numerator is the total of frequency times x minus x bar squared. That is 1972. Your EF, or the sum of your frequency, that is 50 minus 1. So it will be like this: 1972 over 50 minus 1. So it will become 49. So 1972 divide 49 is equal to 40.2448, or run off 2 decimal places, it will become 40.24. It means, therefore, the variance of the set of data, or the data set, is 40.24. Okay? Did you get it? The procedure is too long, it's too complicated. So you need to do it, then you need to do it carefully. Okay, how to find the variance? Standard deviation. Diba, when you say standard deviation, you just the 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 difference between them is si variance squared. Then si standard deviation, you need to square uh to square root yung final answer ni variance. So the standard deviation is considered the best indicator of the degree of dispersion among the measures of variability, because it represents the average variability of distribution. Then look the formula. Standard deviation equals to square root of your variance. Example, kanina, okay, our answer for that question, diba, the variance is 40.24. Okay, square root, okay, if you will use calculator, um, insert square root, then the number 40.24, then square root, you will get 6.34. That is your standard deviation. Okay,